If they're killed in the line of duty, their families are supposed to be taken care of. That's the promise law enforcement officers have heard again and again.
But what if they die of COVID-19 after seemingly catching that virus on duty? In a KRQE News 13 investigation, Ann Perrette shows you the fight a deputy's family has had to wage to get what they believe they deserve.
The sheriff's department came and escorted us home. Every town we went through, they picked up more police cars, and it was a very neat honor.
Ready! Hey! Fire!
Honors for a man who served 12 years in law enforcement.
My dad was an FBI agent, so we go way back.
His son, Brian Vanetta, began his career with the U.S. Border Patrol before returning home to Curry County.
He said, I want to come back where my granddad and where you served the community, and when you went into dinner, people go, hey, I know you were at my house the other night.
Charlie Vanetta and his son were actually partners for 2 weeks in 2021. The Sheriff's Department asked for his help during the pandemic.
To get to do that and to watch each other and watch each other's back was amazing.
He loved serving his community. That's why he did law enforcement. He just had a great personality.
Christina Vanetta married Brian in 2015. The two met when he transported a patient to the hospital where she worked. Christina brought 2 sons into Brian's life.
They were not his biologically, but they became his. If anybody were to say they were his stepkids, he'd probably punch them in the face. He did not look at them as his stepkids. They were his boys.
Boys now growing up without him. Brian died months before his older son's high school graduation. He tested positive for COVID-19 December 18th. The deputy, who wasn't vaccinated, spent 2 weeks on a ventilator, including Christmas and New Year's, and passed away on January 3rd. Brian was just 34 years old.
I never would have thought when I took my husband to the emergency room that was the last time I was going to actually be able to see him.
On top of grieving, Christina had to spend the 6 months after he died fighting for her husband's line-of-duty death benefits.
He worked. He didn't just sit at the office all day. He didn't go sit somewhere in his car. He was very active in his job. So I have no doubt that he caught this on duty. None.
The workers' compensation paperwork submitted by Curry County agrees, saying they presume their deputy was exposed to the virus while on patrol, but
they denied it. They're insistent that he did not get COVID on duty.
I tried to question the privately run New Mexico County Insurance Authority pool and was told, quote, the discussion or decision to deny any claim is privileged. With this denial, Brian's wife and kids are missing out on more than $600,000, 13 years of his salary through workers' comp, and extra state retirement funds.
So now he only gets what he's put in. He doesn't get fallen officer retirement, which is huge.
Trying to recover at least some of the workman's comp money, Christina hired a lawyer to fight the insurance authority's ruling. She settled. Rather than dealing with the court process, they'll pay Brian's family $15,000 total.
I have a lot of anger built up just because my husband served his community. He served the people of his community, and there's nothing.
His family could be getting some help from the federal government, though, up to $390,000 for Deputy Vanetta's death. A law passed in 2020 expanded the DOJ's Public Safety Officers Benefits Program to now say it should be presumed an officer who contracts COVID-19 got it on the job. So, to the feds, Deputy Vanetta did die in the line of duty. Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey sponsored that bill.
We must eliminate the instances in which families are asked to prove what is unprovable.
So what about the state government? New Mexico's governor issued an executive order similar to the feds, but it only applies to state employees. County deputies work for their local government.
The more claims you have, the more money you have to pay to cover your claims. So it could affect the county's bottom dollar as far as their premium for insurance.
Do you think that's...
It has to have some bearing on it.
I tried to reach Curry County's manager, Lance Pyle, who also serves as chair of the board that governs the New Mexico County Insurance Authority. He refused a phone call, but emailed to say the board does not make decisions on claims and, quote, "My heart breaks for the family on their loss."
The county manager has not reached out, not one time.
It's hard to understand.
The Venettas feel outside of the sheriff's department, their county leaders have abandoned them.
They didn't attend his funeral,
And
that bothers me.
You know, I would hate for another spouse to have to go through what I've gone through.
Brian's death also alerted his county to a, quote, oversight. The Venettas believed his $50,000 life insurance would double since he died in the line of duty, but Curry County hadn't been paying for that added benefit. Ann Perrette, KRQE investigates.
Brian Venetta is the second New Mexico lawman to die from COVID-19. The Colfax County undersheriff died of the virus in September of 2021. His sheriff says he ran into the same trouble with the insurance company.
In this year's legislative session, lawmakers voted to increase the supplemental benefit provided to families of fallen officers. They could receive $1 million on top of the officer's retirement and life insurance. That law went into effect after Deputy Venetta died.